So here we have our white peaches, and you see they look like this. They don't have a fuzzy skin. They're very, very smooth. And when you buy peaches, you should see that they are soft enough for you to make a small indentation with your finger, but you don't want them to be mushy, and you don't want to see any brown spots. So we're going to make peaches with ice cream, and we want to start with some oranges. So here are a couple of oranges. I want about a cup of orange juice. So I want to do this with fresh orange juice, of course. So we want to get the juice of several oranges out. And you want to put this through a sieve to get out the pulpy part. So I really just want the nice smooth juice. So there's our juice, and here's a cup of it right here. I'm going to put it into a pan where I have some cut up peaches. And you see there's a natural kind of ridge line right there. And you just take your knife and go along that ridge line. And then you want to twist, you see? Then you need to get out a spoon and get that pit out. You could do this afterwards, but I like to take the pit out before I put it in the juice. So just go around the pit, taking that whole thing out. And for this, you need, 6 good-looking peaches. So there's another peach that we can add. And as I say, if it's not a really sweet orange, you could add a little bit of sugar. So let's put a little bit of sugar in there around our peaches. And we want to cook those peaches just until they start to collapse. So that's going to take about, I would say, 10 minutes or so watching them. So in this pan here, we have some peaches that have been done and cooled. And you see how the orange juice cooked right down has become a little bit syrupy. And let me turn those over so that you can see what they look like. The peaches actually darken a little bit. Don't they look beautiful? So we're going to take those out onto a plate because we have to do something with these now. They're nice and soft. And you could eat them just like this, but for something special, we want to gussy them up a little bit. And I like to do this with a little bit of ice cream in addition to heavy cream. So there's some heavy cream. And that's about a half a cup. And with the cream, we're going to have some confectioner's sugar. You know, it's better to whip heavy cream with confectioner's sugar than regular sugar because this has a little bit of cornstarch in it. So it's going to help thicken. So I put in the confectioner's sugar and then stick in my beater and whip up my cream. Now it's really important when you whip cream that everything is cold. You see, I had the bowl in the refrigerator with the cream in it. And this will whip a whole lot better if you have the ingredients already very cold, including the bowl. So when you do this part, what you can do with the ice cream is already scoop it out of the container. And what I do is I scoop it out onto a cookie sheet. Individual balls, or if you want to make fancy swirls, you can do that. So that when it comes time to put the dessert together, you have all of the ice cream already formed and ready to go. And make sure you're using whipping cream, not heavy cream, because whipping cream has stabilizers in it that will help you whip it. Okay, that's looking good. Lovely. Okay, so we can put this aside. And let me show you the consistency of that so you see what we've got here. You see how beautiful that is. All right, now here we have toasted some almonds. So we have some toasted almonds. This is just to, gild the lily a little bit more. And there are our peaches. Now let me show you how I like to serve them. And then I take a peach and I put it right in the center. You know, if you had a big goblet, you could put 2 peaches in. There is some wonderful looking pistachio ice cream, and here's a neat little trick from my friend Cindy. You see, after you scoop it, you put it on little pieces of plastic wrap, and then you can just lift it out ever so wonderfully. Doesn't that look beautiful? And then, of course, we must have whipped cream. So a little whipped cream goes right over the top, just like that. And then, of course, you must have some almonds over the top like that. Then what I do is put it on a beautiful dish, get out some, ooh, wonderful mint leaves. Look at that. Just put some mint there. And then I serve it, of course, with the zaletti, gialetti, galetti. This is perfect. I'll put one there for you, one there for me.